take a few minutes to go through with you how to read and plot coordinate points on a Cartesian graph. So notice that I have a graph set up here. And as we know, all graphs have 4 quadrants. Notice the big purple numbers that I have here. They are always Roman numerals, and those are the names of each quadrant. We always start up here in the top right, and that is the first quadrant. And then we move counterclockwise. Notice we're going this way, and we're going to go to the second quadrant. The third quadrant is right below it, and then we finish off in the fourth quadrant. So that's how we name each of our quadrants in our coordinate graph system. So I'd like you to note that the purple is talking about the quadrants, and the orange is representing points or coordinates for each identified area on this graph. Remember, when we're talking about points or coordinates, we always have the same pattern. And it looks like this. It's always x comma y. What does that mean? That means when we're looking at a graph, what we're first doing is we're looking at the x value, and the x values go left to right, and the y values always go up or down. Notice that is going to match the names of each axis that we have for the graph system. Our x-axis goes horizontal, and our y-axis goes vertically up and down. So let's talk about how to plot or identify different points on a graph. So again, we're always going x comma y. We're going to start with the x values, and we're going to go back and forth. So let's say that I have identified this as point A, and I want to know where that coordinate is specifically on the graph. Well, knowing that our pattern is x comma y, we're going to always start right here. This point is called the origin. That is where we always start to be able to plot our points. So we're going to start here, and notice our x value. That means we're going to move in this direction since our point is right here. So notice I'm going to move 2 spaces to the right. So my first x value would be a positive 2 because I'm going to the right from the origin. And then my y value means how many spaces upward did I go? Notice if I take it and look at the y-axis, I've gone up 6 spaces. So my coordinate for this point A is 2 comma 6. Let's try another one. Let's try this one. Let's do this point over here. So again, we always start at our origin. This is where we start. Now our point is to the left, so this time we're going to go to the left. How many spaces did we move to the left? Well, notice we moved 8 spaces. Since it's to the left of the origin, that space, -8. So we have a -8 for our x value. And then now remember, our y value is how high up or how far below are we from the y-axis. Notice we're not going up and we're not going down. We're staying right on the y-axis. So that y value would be 0 because remember, this point right here is our starting point. All right, good. So let's look at our origin. If we're looking at our origin right here, let's call that point C. Well, how many spaces are we moving to the left or to the right? We're not moving any, right? So our x value would be 0. How many spaces are we moving up or down from the origin? We're not moving any. So again, that is 0. So that point right there would be labeled 0, 0. Getting the hang of it? You guys are doing great. Let's try another one. Let's look at this one right here. We'll call this D. So again, we're going to start with our x value. We're going to see how far to the right or how far to the left are we moving to get to that point. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a dashed line to help me see where it's coming to the y or to the x-axis. Notice it's 4 spaces over. So my x value for this coordinate is +4. Notice we're going below the y-axis. How many spaces are we going below the y-axis? 5. So that coordinate would be 4, -5. All right, getting the hang of it? I love it. So here's an extra credit opportunity for you. If you send me a message and you identify the remaining points, let's label those right now. So let's say that this is point E, this is point F, and this is point G. If you send me the coordinates of those three points, send me the correct coordinates, I will give you extra credit on your last quiz. So go to it, message me, and let's get that extra credit done. Well done. Hey, this is where you can send your extra credit. Just let me know that this is extra credit for how to graph coordinates. All right, can't wait to hear from you.